Okay, we've got a question about predicting. Now, my theory on predicting would be this. You've got 37 numbers and you've got to try and predict which number is going to come up. Well, unless you've got a crystal ball, I think that's very, very hard. What I would be prepared to do would be to start getting rid of numbers. Just on the 18, the half wheel bet, where you get rid of numbers. Now, if we go to the analyzer, one of the best ways of doing this is the sections of the wheel. So if we go over to the wheel sections, here's the 4 sections, and each section has 9 numbers in them. Or up here, if you include the 0, it's 10 for the A and the D. So if you can get rid of one of these, there's 9 numbers gone. You can try for 2, but that makes it a lot harder. I think just taking one of these, and then you're just going to find 9 more numbers from somewhere else. Now, streets are also a good one. As you can see here, the first, second, third, and the fourth street, so it's a new one each time. So it's like that street, that street, that street, then that street. So there's that's if you combine those two together, when you're getting here doing a new street each time, a new wheel section each time, and here doing a new street. And the beauty of this is you can actually just keep spinning the numbers until you get this doing what you want and this doing what you want. And then once they are, you can bet on the next game. Because if you're getting rid of 9 here and 9 there, that leaves 18 numbers left. You've taken 18 out and 18 or 19 numbers are left. So if those two aren't going to come up, then there's no reason why you wouldn't win. You can also look at the doubles. See, the last time there was a double, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's been 7 spins before a double, and these here tell you at what number the last double has come up. So on the 5th spin after the double, the new double happened. Then on the next double after that one, there was 6 spins away, 7, 11, 12. So you can use those as safe numbers. Because what are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. It's getting close to the scary time. But, like all cold numbers, that's a good one. You could use cold numbers, or you could look over here. The numbers that have been out 3 and 5 times, they're quite safe. The cold numbers are good, but if you ever take them, I wouldn't take all the cold numbers, because you just don't know when one of these is going to come out. And if you haven't taken all of them, well then, say we left out a few and then a cold number come out because we didn't take these two, well, it gives you a chance not to lose if a cold number comes out. But I do like the streets here and this one here. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm not happy with those 2 A's and then those 2 A's, mind you, if you look at it, it does a double, 2 letters the same, and then singles the same, singles, same, singles. So this one here should be quite good. So I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to miss the C out, and if we go over here, this is C. I'm going to miss out all those numbers. Well, come back here. I'm going to miss out all those numbers there. So first of all, I'll come over here and I'll put the chips all on. Okay, we've got the whole table covered. I just want to say something at the moment. I'm not playing live on this demonstration. I'm just doing a practice mode. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm going to take all those numbers from the section of the wheel C, because the analyzer told us that C was out last, and I believe that the doubles, it's not going to be 2 C's in a row. So that's what I'll do. I'll get rid of them for a start. Okay, as you can see, I've taken all the numbers that were in the C section and I'm not covering them. Now I need to go and find the dozens, not dozens, the streets. Street 4 was last, so I don't think he's coming up next. So we'll get rid of Street 4. Street 4 is this last one. 1, 2. Notice he's already out. 1, 2. That one's already out. And those 2 were already out. Which means now I have to find some numbers to take out instead of those. So 23, I want to get to 18, it's 5 more numbers. So on this one, I'll go and have a look. And I'm going to get rid of the 28 and 13, because I think they're quite good. The 28, because the 13's already out. A couple of cold numbers will be quite nice, I think. What about 3, 8, 9? can do the 3 because the 8's already out, and the 9. We need 2 more. Okay, what else would be nice? Section, streets. I think the block 2, which is 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What have we got left on that? 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got that 1. God, she's a hard pick today. 0's been out, so well, we can use some of these. 0's been out. 10 was last, so 0. We'll click rid of the 0. There you go. There's all my selections there. So sometimes you can't just take the part of the wheel and then the streets because they intersect each other. So anyway, let's see what happens on that one.
21. Red.
Okay, we won that one. On this time we won. The 21 was not out. We couldn't say when we first started, oh, what number is going to come out, but we looked for numbers that we thought won't come out, and that left a number that is going to win there. Now you're not going to win every single time you do this. It's just going to be, you got to keep, because you win 18 and you lose 18, so you're just going to have to keep playing and see how good you are at predicting. So that means looking at these. The last number out was 21. So if we look here, we got that one which I said, a new wheel section, which is this, a new one of these, and the street, we got a new street. See, I went 1 street, 2 street, 3 street, 4 street, 3 street. So that's what I was saying. You can try different things, use different things, but if you get good at a couple of these, then that would be quite handy for you. And if they're not doing what you want, just clear it out and do a few spins, put a few spins in, then come back and have a look at the streets, and this is if you're using those. And if they're still not doing what you want, like a new one each time, just do it again. And if you keep doing that, it'll give you more of a chance. And you can top up with these cold numbers or whatever ones you like. The ones after a double are quite good too. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think that's going to come up soon. Hold on. Right, so I just want to see here how long it takes until we get a double come out. So I'll just spin a few and I'll pause it. So 5 was the last number. Oh, there you go. The very next number was the double, the 32 and the 32. So there's the doubles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 10th number was a double. Right, so in these here, what you can actually do is push this button here and it gets rid of all the last doubles. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause and I'm going to do a whole lot of doubles just to show you how safe they can be. Right, so 32 was our last double. That's where we're going to start from, and I start entering this number here in first, and then I'll come back to you. So as you can see, when a new double comes up, it comes up here and says, hey, a double just happened. So the number 6 was a double, and then it pops it into here and it tells you the first time that double came out, it was 5 spins after the last double, and then the next time it came out to make it a double was 15 spins. So in this one here, any number between the last double and this one, those 15 spins were all numbers that were safe, just that you don't realize it's going to take 15 spins. Right, so we'll do the next lot for you. I'll get a couple in there. Okay, as you can see, it told us again, hey, there was a double. And if you look at here, this top one, the last double was the 6. So that first number there is the 3. So after the 6, after the double, you go 1, 2, 3, and there's the 12. And then the next number is 9. So from the 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the 12 became the double. The first number there says after the last double, that's how many spins until it first came out. and the second number tells you after the last double how many spins until it became a double. So that's how you read these. So as you can see there, you had 8 spins. You can't count the 9th one because that was from the double come out. Okay, so here we go. We've had 12 doubles all up, and as you can see here, there's a mixture of when they come out. Now on this, if I push this number 2 button here, it'll get all these the second time the number come out and became a double, and it will order them from the smallest to biggest. So I'll go and push that. If I can move this bloody mouse around. There it is. Click on there. See, and it just puts them in order. Doesn't change the pairs, just puts them in order. But you can have a look here where there's a few times it's come out quickly, and then there's a few times where it's come out a long time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's never been an 8, 11, a 13. So put on the ones. That will tell you which number, which we all know, 1s, 2s and 3s come out the most. So if you ever want to start tracking numbers, the first 3 numbers after any double, they come out more when it becomes a double than anything else. And if you want to put this back to normal, click on the N. There you go. Now, if you're going to use this at a real live casino, get yourself a card. Do what I did over here. Oh, where are we? Why aren't you coming up? There. Put a wee cross through your card. Also, on the part where it's got the table, just run it down so you know what the streets are, because then you can actually just use the sections of the wheel and the streets and this thing here. So you can write on your wee card, go up here, you can write on it, right, it's in here, and there, and there, and there. You can make a wee column of A, B, C, Ds if you want, and then the street column. And then once those two line up the way you like, where there's a new letter each time and there's a new number for the streets each time, then you can miss out those two. You can miss out the A and street 4, and have a look and see what's actually come up together on those two, and then use those numbers here that have come out after a double to fill in. So if the A and the street you're after, say, was street 1, well, the 3 is going to be in street 1, so you couldn't use that, because technically this is how it works. 9 numbers from here and 9 numbers from the table here, so each doesn't have 3. So there, so for example here, that's street 2, and street 2. So you're going to miss out those street numbers, plus, so there's 9 chips, plus you're going to miss out A, for example. Now if we go back here, in A you may find that some of these here are in A, so those 9 plus the other 9, which is 18, you won't have missed out 18 because they're intersecting each other. So what I'm saying is, now you know about this, you can use some of these numbers to fill in that gap. But you must practice this sort of thing, get good at it, and then going by that you should go okay. I can't see a problem. You'll do a lot better if you actually get the Roulette analyzer and practice, and then go on to that how good are you analyzer that I'll have very soon, and then you can just practice this before you do it and see what happens and get used to betting and putting your numbers out. If you do it online, well, you might as well get the Roulette analyzer and do it online, because it's a lot easier, because you control when the bets happen and when they don't. Anyway, that should have answered your question. Your second question about the dealer's signature, I really don't worry too much about that. You can do that if you want. Every now and then I see it going into certain places, but I think the dealer's signature kind of comes down to this, really. Where does the ball go? But I don't put too much thought into that. Anyway, hopefully that's answered your questions. If you're not happy, you can email me back and get me to clarify something or to help you out. Anyway, good luck.